Psychic self-defense. Deal with it. Demons 1, 2, 3. This is the end of the 1,000 years tribulation. People are using hypnosis and psychic attack against you. The Bible calls them demons. They are very vulnerable to spiritual law and subject to spiritual attack. Use scripture and visual aids to make them deal with an emergency, not you. Draw yourself a representation of the demon. Find a scripture that states the spiritual law you want to use. Psalm 141, 9-10. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst the withal escape. Forcefully repeat the scripture 3 times. Psalm 141, 9-10. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst the withal escape. Psalm 141, 9-10. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst the withal escape. Psalm 141, 9-10. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst the withal escape. Then cast the demons out in the name of the Lord. Demons, I cast you out, in the name of the Lord. Get out, now, demons, and stay out. And picture the demon dealing with the emergencies they cause, not you.
This is April Schulthies. America has shed innocent blood of indigenous peoples. Countless Native Americans were slaughtered in the Sand Creek Massacre. On November 29, 1864, a former Methodist minister, John Chivington, a volunteer in the U.S. military, laid in wait and led a surprise attack on peaceful Cheyennes and Arapahoes. These tribes were on their reservation at Sand Creek in southeastern Colorado, and flying the American flag. They were under the protection of the United States. That terrible winter morning, the Native American tribes raised a white flag of surrender, but the U.S. military, knowing the peaceful nature of the encamping tribes, ignored the American flag and the white flag. The slaughter was terrible, and Chivington was not punished, although he cavorted through streets with Indian body parts, including genitalia, taken from the peaceful Native Americans that he slaughtered. Yet the U.S. never returned the lands they stole from Native Americans during this and other massacres. We need to show we are for justice. Justice. Give these lands back to the tribes, all of them. This is April Schulthies. I'm the victim of genocide. Immoral people, today, are still using genocide for gain and amusement. They tried to put me down and called me a botched killer when I survived. My brother, Rendell Barry Schulthies, is dead. My brother, Todd Parrish Schulthies, is dead. My niece, Celeste Schulthies Conway, is dead. All dead. They want me dead, too. You don't know it is coming. You don't know what to do. Genocide is very real. Never forget the victims of genocide, or it could be you next. Remember the genocide of Native Americans, and never forget the genocides of Jews, Africans, Irish, Celts, Japanese, Chinese, Aborigines, Vietnamese, Koreans, Hmong, Hawaiians, Eskimos, Mexicans, and more. Never, never forget.